All I'm saying is this. Please don't roll up here and jump stupid and start getting into your emotions because you feel that I'm automatically attacking black women. Like I said before, if you feel like this is an attack, then obviously you care nothing about what it is that your quote unquote sisters or your sisterhood is out here doing, the crimes that they're sitting up there committing, the amount of violence that is taking place by them, two kids, two other women, two black men, and other people in the community. Like I said before, if you want to get emotional about a situation, duck off this video and go to your friendly neighborhood, whatever, because I ain't it. Right. And that's just me subtracting words and being nice. But like I said, if it's something that's pertaining to black women that's being caused by black women, yo, it has to be pointed out just like everything else in the black community gets pointed out. Like I said, facts over feelings. So the very first 2 minutes, in a sense, was a little bit glitched up. So I decided to, hopefully re-record it without the same exact thing happening again. So the images that you see directly before you were taken due to the fact that I was looking up a photo for a story that I was doing about a black woman. And as I basically kept looking, I kept seeing more and more and more photos of black women who have committed crimes. And the main thing that I'm trying to showcase here is how much of this is a problem and how prevalent this is, and how this is something that realistically does not get critiqued or realistically talked about, and how much of a real problem and issue this is, because we all know that if certain things are able to persist and they go on long enough, that it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And we can't sit up there and try to say that for all of these grown women, well, if they have fathers in their lives, or if a strong black man, right, was basically there, or this or that or this or that, we can't keep trying to shift or deflect away from a obvious glaring issue that needs to get fixed as soon as possible, because if it doesn't, all of this toxicity is going to drip down, right? And it's going to affect more and more and more of the younger black girls and the younger black women that are directly out here, because this problem will continue to persist and it will stay unchecked. And it's going to get far worse before it gets better. This is why I keep telling black women that, yo, regardless on however you sit up there and feel, regardless on you sitting up there like, oh, you're trying to generalize us and all these other types of things. Yo, the main point is, if you realistically want to see the best for your daughters, your nieces, your granddaughters, what have you, yo, y'all got to sit up there and start stepping up. The same way that y'all tell black men to step up in the black community to start, talking to the young men out here and the other black men, y'all got to start doing the same things. I, as a man, like I said before, I can't sit up there and come to y'all and basically direct and tell y'all, like, yo, this is what y'all should be doing. This is what y'all need to do. Because then the main thing is going to happen is like, who do you think that you are sitting up there talking to me like that? Like I said, it ain't going to work out. Even if you have black men out there that are, in a sense, modeled after Jesus, it's still going to be some type of reaction that's going to happen, and it's not going to be anything positive. You're still going to have people running their mouths, still sitting up there saying like, oh, I don't got to listen to you, who do you think you are, all this other type of stuff. So like I said before, black women, y'all got to sit up there and start stepping up and correcting a lot of this stuff. Y'all got to start getting, like I've been telling y'all for years now, y'all got to start getting to these young black girls. Y'all got to start teaching them. Y'all got to start putting that positivity directly into them. Like I said, I don't know what's up with y'all on why y'all don't want to have interactions with these young girls out here, with these young women out here, but it's crazy because y'all refuse to have these interactions. This is why it's going to get worse and worse and worse. This is why you got a lot of these girls now at, yet again, younger ages. They're sitting up here getting pregnant. They're sitting up here having 4 to 5 or 6 kids. They're sitting up there getting ran through. They're sitting up there sleeping with multiple guys. They're sitting up here in multiple relationships. like I said before, y'all gotta start really talking to these young girls and letting them understand, like, yo, what is their real worth as a woman? Like, I can't directly tell a woman, in a sense, her worth. She has to sit up there and determine that, right? Because I'm a guy at the end of the day, right? But it's different if you, as a woman who has already understood and seen and determined her own worth for herself by the many journeys that you've taken, the many walks that you've taken. When you basically, in a sense, tell her what her worth is, that's a vastly different thing. But it's like, whenever it gets to the conversation of telling black women, like, yo, this is what y'all need to do, it's either met with silence, or it's met with, you need to do this as a black man and stop worrying about us. And the main thing that I keep saying is this, and this is a fact: if I, as a black man, decided to not focus on black women, and then decided to shift content, and I wanted to focus on the protection, the safety, the love, the value, right, and everything else dealing with women of other culture, I would be deemed as a problem. But the most interesting thing is, women of other cultures will more than likely embrace what I'm saying faster than what I'm getting embraced by my own. And that's always been the problem with black people. That whenever you have people out here that's legitimately trying to help you, that's legitimately trying to give you the utmost, from them on the inside, it's always met with some type of negativity. Because the main thing about the black community is that we always, in a sense, enjoy pain. We enjoy, sorrow. We enjoy, in a sense, a lot of that type of hurt. So we tend to relish and we tend to live within that, because, in a sense, that's all we know and that's all we've been raised in, right? But when you have people out here that are trying to raise you up out of that, that's trying to show you, something different, that's trying to give you a way to directly heal so that you in turn can, in a sense, be a better person, it's met with hate. So, like I said, I got very short patience at this moment in time. So, like I said before, black women, y'all got to start, stepping up, and y'all got to start talking to these young women so that, hopefully, within 10 years, you guys will start to have a greater effect and start to curve, a lot of these things and a lot of the negative things that are taking place. As Q stated, it will, start to, taper off, instead of it being glamorized, right, and highlighted and put in such a way that everything negative that a woman does is seen as something positive and seen as something that is a must, right, that you have to do in order to get the things that you want out of life. When realistically, that's not how life works. You should never have to, in a sense, devalue, de-love, right? You shouldn't have to do any of those things that are against you in order to get the things that you find the utmost valuable and the things that you want to, obtain out of life. And that's the main message, funny enough, that, I've tried to get through in a variety of ways, in a variety of words, in a variety of videos. But even still, like I said before, even still with doing that, whatever love that I actually have will always be met with hate. And because that is, from what it seems, is pretty much finite, at least during this timeline, it's like, it's pretty much nothing for me as I can do as one black man. It's nothing I can sit up there and do, realistically, for black women. The only thing I can do is just sit back and just, watch the world burn. And it's like, realistically, that hurts. To even have to sit up there and say that, to even have to come to that realization that, that's, where we are, in a sense, when it comes to the black community, when it comes to, black men and black women. Like, but you know, like I said, I'm only one man. And, I can only try so many times and get shut down so many times before I just sit up there and say, like, all right, I got it, you know. But, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Y'all can let me know how much you dislike the video and everything that I stated, as you always do in the comment section below.